do have kid-friendly workout. I know this is a time where families are going to be potentially cooped up inside because today is not supposed to be as nice as yesterday. The rain's coming for the next couple days here, so we are gonna go through a FAM workout here, something that the kids can enjoy, something that the kids can take part in as well. So hopefully you'll have fun with this. It's probably gonna be a little lighter intensity, but a little higher on the fun factor, and about 20 minutes long. So let's get going. All right, so we're gonna start off just with like a high knee march. So we're not, we've got the, you can use whatever you have at home. Right now we have just cones set up. You should go in front of me because I don't look super. So just high knee march, bring the knees up. Make sure as you're marching that you're bringing your knee up to your chest, not your chest down to your knee. So staying nice and tall. Now you're gonna circle your knee up and out. Good, now you're gonna bring your knee up and then take that leg straight back. So SLDL, bring the leg up, bring that leg straight back. So it's a balance challenge, especially in the morning. Try to keep belly buttons pointing down at the floor. All right, we'll switch it up. Okay, let's go push-up position. So very top, or very top of a push-up position. We're just gonna hold here. Okay, pick up one foot. Switch to the other foot. Pick up one hand. One foot, two. With 2 feet on the floor, pick up the other hand. So let's keep that going. Pick up your foot. Pick up your foot. Pick up one hand. Pick up the other hand. Pick up one foot. Pick up one foot. Pick up one hand. Pick up the other hand. Okay, one push-up. All the way down, all the way up. Good, and walk your hands back into your feet. Good, okay. Come on back to the start of the line here. So we set up pucks, because that's what we have in our house. We set up a bunch of pucks just in one line here. And so we're just gonna go through for about 5 minutes here and just keep moving. So we're just gonna keep moving, find ways to move through the cones, through the pucks, and that'll get our heart rate up. And we're gonna get started with that right now. So just shuffle through and then back pedal back.
Stops behind camera.
Okay, now face that one. So now we're gonna face sideways. If you don't have anything, if you don't have any cones or anything like that, totally fine. You can just use whatever you have lying around. We'll take, in about 5 minutes here, we'll take a little break. and grab whatever balls you have around the house. And just like Anna's doing, you can also just move around pretending they're. All right, face that. Face the stairs. Face the other direction. Okay, so for this one, you don't really need cones for this one, but we're going to keep them here just because the kids will like stepping through them a little bit more. So with the leg that's on the outside, so if I'm on the left side of the balls here, I'm going to step forward with my left leg, so or the pucks. So I step forward, and then a lateral lunge in between. Bring my feet together, step forward with the outside leg, so the right leg goes first. Then we step across to the lateral lunge. Left leg steps forward, lateral lunge. Right leg steps forward, lateral lunge. And we've got 5 pucks set up, so it'll be 5 lunges, 5 forward lunges anyway, and across, and then we restart. And we'll just stand up from your, when you do a lateral lunge. Now don't go back and bend the other foot, just stand up. Step forward with the wrong foot. There you go. There you go. So over here, shift your weight. I'll just stand right up. There you go. Right, so we're just going to do a circle around now. So we'll jog forward on one side, jog backward on the other. Jog forward on one side, jog backward on the other. Go ahead. And let's go the other direction. Good. Okay. Last one of these. We'll have one person start at one end, one person start at the other end. So if you don't have a partner to go with right now, that's okay. We're just going to kind of make it a faster loop. But if you have 2 people, we might as well make it fun. So we're going to have them chase each other. You can go any way you want. Okay. Cole is going to be chasing Kelly. So pretend there's a 6-foot wall right down the middle of the, right down the pucks here. So you can't jump over, you got to go around. So he can come either way. So I wouldn't start on that side. There you go. Yeah, Mom. All right. 20 seconds. Ready, set, go. Gotcha. All right, I'm in on Cole. 10 seconds left.
I'm dead.
And good. Okay. All right. Take a quick break here. while we set something up. So if you have some kind of markers or whatever, you can make them into a triangle. A triangle that you can reach all three corners. Right, so about that big. We're going to be standing in it here. Okay. So we just have a bunch of random stuff. So with the triangle, there's going to be a ball in each spot. So if you just have, really you can use anything. You can use, if you have I don't know, cans of soup around, you can use those. Really anything that you can pick up and put down. What we're going to do here is kind of a fun version of an SLDL. So what they're going to do is stand on one foot. All right. So all you're doing is shuttling balls from one place to the next. So you're going to bend down, pick up one, stand all the way up. And then you're going to, on that same leg, you're going to reach and try to get it onto the top of the other puck in this case. If you just have spots on the floor, you keep your eye on. So Cole, try to do it without hopping around. We may need to make yours a little bit smaller. Stand up all the way in between each one. So go down, pick it up, stand up. All right, good. Okay, make it a little smaller then. Made it my size. All right, so we're just hinging down. Let's hinge down each leg 10 times.
It counts as one to go down and then put it back down?
Each time you move a ball is one. So we're going to try 10 times on one leg. Go ahead. And again, even if you're just imagining, that's okay. We didn't really prep you with the stuff that you'd need this morning, but each time you move a ball is worth one. There you go, Cole. Good job switching hands.
No.
Good job. So as you're working through these, you should start to feel pretty good burn in your cheek, the outside of your hip, maybe your foot and your shin from keeping balance. Yeah, we're going for 10 times each, or move the ball 10 times, then you'll switch legs. And move it 10 times each leg again. Did you do both legs? Okay, perfect. All right, so now we're gonna do the same thing, but we're gonna do it from a plank position. So now you're gonna go up, like put your hands almost pretty much right next to the markers. Yeah, so show me push-up position. Good. Now you're gonna reach out, move the ball. Yep. You're gonna reach over, move the other ball. And move over, move the other ball. So we go on like that. We're gonna do that for 1 minute. 1 minute. Okay, ready, and go. So the goal here, probably you want a little bit wider feet than you're used to. So wide feet will give you a nice solid base. And then we're trying not to shift hips from side to side as you go. Think of your back like a tabletop. You're keeping it nice and flat. And we're halfway there.
Oh no.
Uh-oh. You're gonna have to help out. There you go.
Thanks.
So again, you can do this with like stationary object. You don't have to use balls and pucks, obviously. Do this with stuff that's not gonna roll away. And good, relax. All right. Good job. All right, so we're gonna roll over on your back. All right, so we're gonna take hips, press your hips up in the air. Right, so this is a little less fun factor, but try to hold your belly strong, super strong, like you just sneezed. And then we're gonna lift 1 foot at a time. We're gonna go times 10 here. Ready, set, go. So just lifting one leg up at a time. Try to freeze your hips right where they are. Alternate your feet. Just lifting up. There you go.
Oh,
Okay, once you're done 10 each leg, let's go ahead and stand up, roll over. We're gonna do that round of 3 things one more time. So the SLDL where you're moving the ball, the push-up position for 1 minute, and then the glute bridge, which is the thing we just did, glute bridge march, just lifting knees up. So let's go ahead and shuffle the balls. So moving the balls 10 times now. Stand up in between each one. So pick it up, stand up, and then move. Oh, good grab. There you go. What number you pick on? Okay, should be on the other leg now. Okay, plank position or sorry, push-up position. So at the very top of that push-up position, feet are gonna go a little bit wider than usual. We have that nice solid base. Now we're gonna reach, make your belly really strong. Reach, grab the ball, move it to the different spot. Again, really any triangle in front of you will do. And we're halfway there, 30 seconds left. If this feels like too much of a challenge, you can just, instead of worrying about moving the balls all over, you can just kind of take weight off of your hands or just lift a foot like we did during the warm-up. 5 seconds left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Roll over right onto your back. Pressing your heel down through the floor, lifting, or heels down through the floor, lifting your hips up. And then we're going to march it out. So we pick up one and pick up the other. You don't necessarily have to point it at the ceiling, but just lifting your knee up off the ground, picking your foot up. And once you've done 10, we're good. Go ahead and stand it up. So this is one, you have more than one kid, you can have kids do together. Otherwise, parents can do it. Or this is something that you can this is a thin band, a thin black band. This is something you can kind of loop around any piece of furniture, a railing, anything like that, and work from there. Okay, you guys are going to hold right hand to right hand. Good. So right hand's holding. You're going to step back with your right leg. Okay, so you guys are going to do kind of a partner lunge, but you're going to try to keep tension on the band. So if you don't have a band, that's okay. You can use any kind of rope or anything, or you can just synchronize this. So step back with your right leg, keeping tension on the band. Good, and come up. Step back on your right leg again. So we're just doing 10 reverse lunges here, keeping tension on the band. If you don't have a band or a partner, we can just do a reverse lunge and add some weight to it for the parents. Okay, let's go ahead and switch sides. This is the last thing we're going to do. We're actually going to end with this, and we'll have a little game at the end, or a little game at the end with this. Okay. All right. So you can, for this last thing, you can use a blanket. You can use a band. We happen to have a band because it's my house. So the goal here is to get your partner to put their other foot down. Put their other foot down. So you can, actually, let's clear this stuff out of the way. So the goal here is to get your partner to put their other foot down.
What?
So you can push, you can pull, you can, you can't walk your way up there though. You gotta keep hold of it. All right, you have to promise to hold on tight. Put your hand through the end. There you go. Okay, all right. So you can stand on whichever leg you want. You can use whichever arm you want. Just know that we're gonna switch it next. All right, and so Cole would have lost that one.
Yeah.
All right. So your goal is to get your partner to lose their balance. If you, this is a great way to call somebody else into action. So even if you got somebody sitting around the house who does not want to work out, this would be a great time to call them into action. So band fight, ready, set, go. So Cole, you can move your foot, you can hop around if needed. But if you have to put your other foot down, then that's game over. Hey, there it is. Okay, so we're gonna switch hands, switch feet. Last one here, guys. And ready, set, go. You gotta come this way, Cole. And relax. All right. Okay, good. So that's all we got for today. So with, when the kids are involved and stuff, we want to make sure that it's not super long, not overly long. So today was about 23 minutes of just getting them moving around in not a big space with not a lot of space. So say thanks to Cole and Kelly for joining us. Hopefully you can use this one. This one, if it's just you and we're not getting kids in the action, maybe we grab a partner and do that this afternoon. Maybe you could go outside and do it this afternoon. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like, but yeah, this is a fun one to do with kids and partners. Brooklyn, I see you on here. I know there's no kids involved with your workout today, unless you got like somebody visiting or something. I don't know, but if this felt easy, I would say we can do another round of the reverse lunges, holding weight. And instead of the band fight at the end, we can just add three sets of 12 push-ups. And so that's a good way to just kick it up. But really, we just wanted to get you moving for about 20-25 minutes there. And I will make up for it tomorrow. I promise. We will have a challenging circuit tomorrow. So, or you can go back and replay one from Monday or Tuesday. So thanks for joining us, guys. That's the end of this one. We're going to get this posted, and hopefully people can have fun with this today. So yeah, thanks for joining me.